And it says, Baby Ruth awoke feeling uncouth, desiring youth in a subliminal postnatal form of consciousness. The urchin and his congregation of cretins sought malleable points from an underground jury of mischief. Kid-glove kindred, full-catalyzing drab-colored doves, bird of prey milieu, unaware of the sanctity involved. There's a missive document floating around somewhere in some unlooked-for tenement, containing the secret of mankind. Hardscrabble farmer in some other life, knight in shining armor, will tomorrow bring tremor in domesticated machinery. Tonight a boxer's gonna have his Sunday punch. Shades of glory will be renascent temporarily until the next miniature catastrophe. We're eclipsing an epoch of pairs, welcoming an era of triads. Frontiers as we know them will be preterite. Erased from our vocabularies will be words like kingdom, religion, and by association, I'm sorry. By deduction, yes, I'm so sorry, God. Someone among us knows in every network of people there is a representative manifesting herself endemically. I saw her, the one in my commune. It took me 20 years to find her in my dreams, but the sage was wearing a mask. She makes herself omnipresent in large rooms full of people where I can feel her aura, and I've never had the solitary pleasure. Pretty soon we're going to be keeping tabs and tracking each other down on Google Earth, scrutinizing the most minuscule pebbles, the hunger, the desperation, the permanent fleeting of fluids of the nurturing kind. We'll be sucking moist surfaces until there aren't any more, and still the aware will prevail, impotent in their pristine knowledge, unadulterated yet devoid of proof that wouldn't matter anyhow. I'd like to read, it's called Checkmate, and it says, all hell broke loose suddenly when they figured out my astute, readying a too familiar excuse when nothing I could say could be broken. Perhaps it's the way I designed the phrase, uttered in a way to make them phase, when all it did was lead them astray, all bought on the same token. It's too late to make redactions. These coy acts have paved a contraction where I cannot be a beneficiary. They took too much precaution, and now I'm just being auctioned at the lowest bid to the cheapest mercenary. I have to comply with cadence, as in chivalry, like the old maidens, oozing fear in their fragrance. How long did it take to break me? How transparent was my ploy of bravery, of pretended cynicism in a masked guise, 4 levels too short of anything deceptive? I lost the match, short of a deuce, unaware of the initial clues, pinpointing the depleting juice of my caregiving essence. And the thing is that the one who had more to lose was you. I thought that the right to bruise was yours too. Kind of hails back to the days where I participated in poetry slams, believe it or not. I used to know this by memory, and at the time it didn't work out. I think I was just slammed. But let's try this here. It's called Maybe Sadie. And it says, maybe Sadie made it safely, going bowling, thinking nothing boring, when rent spent, life intent on being hell-bent, trying, sighing, buying, lying, spying, crying, drying itself out when dying. Live, give, drift, do it shift on a rib, move, groove, aloof on a tooth with a ruse when you choose, or spruce on the loose when you're going without a coin. You think loins with no joints joined, winning no points, you just want to go, oi. Who can you call in when you brawl? And they crawl, you can't stall, even by playing the doll. Can't crawl in this brawl where they spilled the salt, upturned the vault, and you can't jolt yourself out when you're stout, but in doubt, with no winning bout to your name to shout and pout your lips out, when you should just drag your ass south. Away like Sade at bay, in a day, in May, for pay, worth a good lay. That's the way, it won't fade like Jay Mackaday, who couldn't stay to watch Algay mate. Seize the day, he said. Nay, go away, like a shafted ray or a closeted gay or a needle in hay. I said, okay, but when's the big day? Please say. But won't tell me. When he sees me in need, no one to feed or to feed me, like a bee without honey, or a numberless feet, or a naked boy without a pair of jeans and a tee, makes me say, gee, I gotta pee. Move over, Lee, don't bang my knee. There's no we in he, see? Gotta go, no is no. You're acting like a foe, a cashew without pistachios, or no ratio in an equatio. And when two sides take a go, the weapon is a bow, the note is a doe, like John's last name is Doe. Not a Roscoe, not Moe, or Poe, or Edgar Allan Poe, with no story for show. Or a hoe, unable to cater the big O to your big average Joe, yelling, yo! And whispering anxiously into her earlobe, expecting to probe, get underneath her robe, making her curl toe, getting her toes to curl like a girl, amidst her existential emerald, the world in a whirl, coconut swirl. That girl's name's Merle, your intentions make me hurl, not in this world, for she's one tough girl. I have two little pieces here, and then I'm out of here, I promise. This is called I Feel Much Happier Today, and it says, bases were established, terms were not defined, I didn't manage to crawl out of my skin, but who expects this anyway? I got to stare into those lovely brown eyes that mirth could never be emulated, those lips that were meant to pout and jest. We all have an animal on ourselves, and you're a duck, but you're not ugly. I can't believe it took me even a week to notice how spectacularly not ugly you are. Without meaning to, you've brought me back from the moon, where I didn't know I was. You uprooted my feet and planted them firmly into the ground, and anything that happens will just take me higher, yet not absently. There was always the possibility of slipping and hitting the concrete I'm walking on, but that's why I was made a coward, and as much as I'd like to, I'm not going rollerblading. And this last poem here, I'm a little reluctant, but I'd like to dedicate this to my friend Colleen, basically. And it says, it's untitled, it says, you write words of tender eroticism. I can't conceive of them. Maybe I don't want to. For that I feel partially blessed. You lend your sotto voce to sweet reveries, though I've never heard it. This I'm willing to believe. I do already, and this I can imagine. Perhaps it's your childlike features which impede me to logically follow suit. It's admiration, I realize. I've never met someone like you before. I thought I didn't have it in me to spot beauty in the unique. I can't call you transparent. The word is misleading, it's flattery, which is something you deserve. I can't see past the mystery, and so the transparency award is mine to keep. Tell me the truth, even when I know it already. Don't lie to me either. Confound my beliefs with disproof. I ask myself if what I feel is unwarranted. Who believes in this stuff anyway? Random evenings by your side, coffee, ice cream, movies, concerts, rallies, boundless conversation so soon. I won't move a finger, not out of fear for myself. Well, maybe just a little bit. I just don't want to change anything. I don't want to disturb the peace. We're both okay, I'd like to think. And I love how apparent this is on you. If this were a song and not a poem, if this were a lyric and not a verse, I might sing it to you, but I won't recite it. I'd put it on record as a hidden track, or perhaps I'll selfishly store it and call it a B-side. Thank you.